you like to know how to grow your network marketing business and actually stand the test of time when it comes to actually building a long-term legacy business? Well, my name is Karen Angeli from successwithkarenangeli.com. If you're coming in on the live, welcome. Super excited to have you. If you're coming in on the replay, do me a favor, give me a replay in the comments and let me know where it is you're coming in from. I would love to chat with you. I would love to connect. So I really want to talk about standing the test of time and actually building a legacy business that you can be proud of. All right. I feel as though this week I've been talking about audiences, and I feel as though this is a perfect way to end this kind of conversation, because I want you to understand that sometimes building a business online can be slow. All right. Like, I want you to understand that sometimes building an audience can sometimes take some time to figure out. And that is cool. But I want you to realize that if you want to be in this for the long haul, you've got to figure out what's going on up in your head, and you've got to figure out how to stand the test of time when things get tough, because things are going to get tough. So I actually compiled a few things that I felt like were super important if you want to actually be successful. Okay. So first things first is you've got to have that mindset in place. All right. You've got to have that mindset that even when things get hard, you're not going to run away. Okay. And one of the main ways that I figured out how to do this is through personal development. I'm sure your upline has talked about you doing personal development and really digging in. And honestly, it is probably one of the best things about network marketing. It's probably one of the best things about being an entrepreneur is that you've really got to work on you. If you want to be successful in business, you've really got to work on you. So I actually decided to come up with a few ideas to help kind of jog your memory and help you be like, oh, this is some personal development that I could be doing, or some things that I could be doing in order to build that personal development, in order to build that mindset. Because let's be honest, being an entrepreneur can sometimes suck, right? Like, sometimes you can struggle and you cannot always realize what's going on? How come this isn't working, right? Like, we've got to be able to step back and evaluate what's going on in our business. And that takes a lot of mental prowess. Like, it takes a lot of work in order to be sound with evaluating what's going on with your business, what's working, what's not working, and what can you do differently. And it also takes some stamina, okay? And there is no better thing in this world than personal development to actually help you figure out how to do those two things, that evaluation and that stamina. Because I actually asked this question recently on my personal profile: what does it take to be an entrepreneur? And some of the answers that I received back were interesting. And one of them actually said, one of the responses that I got was that you have to have some sort of luck in order to be successful as an entrepreneur. And I personally disagree with that heavily. I think that there's not really any kind of luck that goes into it, so much as there is stamina for things that get tough, okay? Because ultimately, anytime you enter into trying to build a business, anytime you enter into working with other people, you're gonna have to figure out how to build your stamina, because there's gonna be times that suck, and there's gonna be times that you've just gotta get your head down and keep going, all right? So some of the ways that I compiled, I felt like there was 5 really great ways that you could actually do your personal development to get it in every day. Because sometimes people are like, listen, like, I can't be reading every day. And yes, reading books, that is one of the best ways to get great personal development in. And I get that sometimes you're not always able to read. Maybe you've got kids that are pulling you in one direction, or you are driving, or what have you, you're at your job, whatever it may be, right? Like, sometimes books are not the easiest thing to do. But yes, that is the first way to get in some good personal development. One of my favorite ways to get in personal development is through audio, okay? Because I can literally, whether I'm driving or whether I am doing something that requires me to use my hands and I can still listen, it's an easy way to get in information without having to pull yourself away from whatever it is that you're doing, all right? Like if you're doing like maybe a mindless task, like maybe you're folding laundry or whatever, you can actually listen to some sort of training to help you actually build your business, all right? The next one of my favorite things to do is, is to actually go to seminars, okay? Like seminars, honestly, is where the magic happens, okay? So maybe you've been learning about a certain something, like maybe you've been learning about how to meditate better, or maybe you've been learning how to manage your time in a more effective way. Maybe there's just things that you've been learning. Going to some sort of seminar where somebody can sit down with you and actually train you one-on-one is gonna just drive home the point and help you actually build yourself even faster. So that's one way that I absolutely love getting in some personal development. The next way is finding yourself a good mentor. Like find somebody that you can ask questions of, all right? Like, and real questions, because sometimes we gotta ask some real dirty questions in business, right? Like, so find somebody that you can be honest with and that can be honest with you. Because this is actually one of my favorite ways to actually build myself. I find somebody that I want to emulate, that I want to be like, and I get in their sphere. I ask them questions. I connect with them as much as possible. I learn what they know. What better way to improve yourself than actually have somebody to show you one-on-one how to do it, right? Like mentors are a really great way to get in some really awesome personal development. And then the last way, and you might not have even thought of this last way, but as I was writing down some of my favorite ways to get in some personal development, this last way, I think that if you're not doing this every day, you're probably going to burn yourself out, right? Like find some really great ways to take care of yourself. Personal care is that last one. All right, like how can you actually take care of yourself so that you're able to build a business for the long run? Okay, personal care is one of those personal development things that maybe you don't necessarily think of it as personal development, but it's one of those things that if you're not doing it, you're not going to be able to do the other things that you need to do in your business. So ask yourself, what are some of the personal care things that you need to do for yourself? Maybe it's take a bath, maybe it's meditate, maybe it's pray, maybe it's whatever it is that you have to do to take care of yourself, even if it's just for 5 minutes where you go off on your own and even just stare at the wall. Sometimes that's all that you need, right? Like just to have a blank brain and just let it out, because sometimes life can get the better of us. So figure out some things that you can do for your personal care in order to take care of yourself so that you have that stamina that you need in order to be that successful entrepreneur that you're looking to be. All right. Hope this was helpful. Hope it gave you some value today. If it did, do me a favor, drop me a value in the comments. And I want to ask you right now, if this helped you in any way, do me a favor, go ahead and subscribe to my channel and like my page, because I've got lots and lots of information coming your way that's most likely going to help you building your business. All right. Hope it was helpful. I will see you next time. Bye.